Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hey guys, my name is Lex Chappelle and you are tuned into the Lex Hustle podcast, where every week we talk about living our dreams. Following our dreams and living our best lives. See, it's already starting a little bit crazy, yeah. But I'm excited to be in front of you another week, or to be echoing through your ears this week. You know the drill. We're about to drop the intro.
It's time to hustle and do what you say. It's time to live your life with no apologies. It's time to get on your grind, cause there ain't no other way. It's time to hustle. Lex hustle.
Okay guys, so first I want to say, before we get into the episode, thank you so much for tuning into Lex Hustle week after week, leaving comments, liking posts. Your support is greatly appreciated. And yeah, y'all already know what I'm on, okay? It's time to level up. It's time to elevate. We are literally doing the second half of the year. So, let's constantly be working towards our dreams. So as far as the affirmation, that was next. It is, even though I'm creative, it doesn't have to be perfect. Let me see, because I think that's it. I haven't memorized at this point because that's what I've been telling myself all week. I can be creative even when it's not perfect. So oftentimes, you may want to be a social media influencer. You may have a business in mind, or etc. You guys already knew that my phone was going to ping as soon as I get into that episode. Usually I edit out, but I think I'm going to leave that one in. Or, just whatever you have or aspire to be or to do, you want it to be perfect. You're like, everything has to be right. But just let things happen, because again, God is going to correct it along the way. He's going to send you help. And lessons are meant to be learned. So you can't have everything perfect and right starting off, because how can you improve? How can you get better? So that's the affirmation this week. So when you find yourself delaying a project or saying tomorrow, the next day I'll, start to do this. I just want to get this first. I just want to do this first. Say to yourself, I can be creative even when it's not perfect. Guys, this is episode 16, okay? Guys, this is episode 16. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. We're moving right along, yeah. I love that for us. Okay, another episode is under the books. And you're probably like, girl, what is the topic this week? And I'll tell you. I don't know what the title of this episode is, but the topic of this week basically goes off of this quote that I saw on Facebook, which is confirmation from the Lord. And I tell you how that kind of all came full circle. But it's be happy with what you have while working for what you want. Again, the quote says, be happy with what you have while working for what you want. And oftentimes I find myself doing it. It's like, I can't wait to get into my new house. And I'm not cleaning up my current house like I'm supposed to. I'm not making sure that my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed. I'm forgetting that at one point I prayed for what I have now, and God came through better than I could have even imagined. But we're also focused on, gotta get to the next thing, or I'm trying to elevate, I want bigger and better. But how are you treating what you have now? So that's the topic for this week. I'll just say, before I got my new car, Lexi with the Tessie, don't stress me, period. Months prior, at the beginning of the year in January, I said, this is what I want, blah, 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 blah. But months prior, it was even before January, actually, my car got hit in November 2022. So before that, I remember saying, you got to start taking care of your car, if you want God to bless you, because I was supposed to get a Tessie in December, and it just didn't work out for the better because the price dropped 2 times. God is just so good. Anyway, And I remember saying, like, you really, really got to start making sure your car is clean. You got to treat it like a brand new car. And this kind of comes full circle when I saw that post on Facebook, because the same thing that's happening when I got my car is kind of happening now, where I was like, I want a new car. I'm going to get me a new car. Da, 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 da. And it wasn't until I realized you have to take care of what you have now for God to know that you're ready for more. And I made a joke on Facebook a while ago, was like, when you don't cut your grass until you get fined by the city. And I was making a joke, but now after seeing that, I really thought about it. Like, you really wait for your grass to get out of order because you technically don't go in the backyard, and you wait to get fined from the city or a violation for you to actually do something about it. Do you appreciate this roof over your head that God provided for you? Do you appreciate the fact that you own a home? Do you really appreciate it if you're making jokes about getting a ticket or getting fined when your grass looks, unkept? Like, be for real. Yeah, I be talking to myself like that. Sometimes you gotta let yourself know. But yeah, so now I'm doing my backyard. I'm making sure that the grass is cut, cleaning it up religiously, the trees, the leaves and everything like that. And I'm starting to look into getting a fence done. I want a cement slab done. Really making it an oasis back there. Really appreciating girl, even though you don't plan to be in this house, you have a little less, you plan to be in here for a little less than a year before you move on, you still need to take care of the house that you have now. Okay? You have to prepare yourself. So that kind of is an example of how God kind of got me together and how I saw this as confirmation and something that needs to be talked about. And again, even though I plan to move in less than a year, I was putting off projects I'm not going to be here for that long, so I don't have to finish my glam room, or I don't have to finish my office. And God's yes, you do. You have to make your house a home for however long you're in it. And you have to basically be appreciative for what you have. And your area, wherever you're working or wherever you call home, let me just tell you this. If you make it an oasis, it boosts your mood so much. I can't even explain. If you're making sure that your house is clean properly, because I used to do 10-minute cleanups every day, and God's like, what happened to the 10-minute cleanups? You're falling behind. Make sure your house is tidy every day before you go to bed. Pick a room, make sure it's clean. And it literally makes such a difference when you wake up and to a clean room and a clean atmosphere, no clutter. You're just whew. I wake up, get my tea, light a candle if I want, open up my Bible, and I'm just so refreshed. Versus there was some days I wake up and it just be clothes just everywhere, just clothes. My room not even dirty, just clothes everywhere. And God's get your house in order, basically. Start making your bed when you get up. Start making sure that there's no clothes all around. If it's laundry, put it in a laundry basket. Sweep. Just make sure everything is nice before you go to bed. And when you wake up, you're gonna benefit greatly. So taking care of what you have. And it also made me think about times where, some of us are praying for a husband or a spouse or a significant other, and it's you have patience of a 2-year-old. Are you working on yourself? Are you getting prepared? Or you want God to throw you the ball, and it's you're standing there watching the ball being thrown and just oh, I got it. You're yelling saying you got it, and you missed the ball. Your stance, you ain't, your hands aren't up. You're not well equipped. Your hips ain't down, squatting, ready to catch the ball. You're just, I'm ready. But you're not, though. So, yeah. Y'all probably not her telling me off. Yes. Because I've been telling myself off all week since I saw that. Because I'm okay, God, this really is confirmation. He's I'm sending you to bigger and to better. but you need to take care of what you have now. So I can really, really like, you need to be prepared so I can see that you're ready. I do budgets every weekly. But there was a time where I would do my budget and not really follow it. I'm just like, I deserve. Okay, girl. But if it's not in the budget, you don't deserve it this week. So put it on your list to get it when you have the money. So now I have a list in my notes of what, to spend money on, or what I would want. And then if I have it in the budget, then I get it. So did y'all notice I was so passionate about this topic that I didn't even go into my week, child? I'm just like, y'all need to hear this. But no, seriously, you're like praying, Lord, increase my territory, Lord, increase my territory, Lord, increase my territory, Lord, increase my territory, Lord, increase my territory. And it's like, he's like, be for real. He's up there looking down at you like, be for real. You're not even taking care of what I gave you. Talking about increase my territory. Your stance, your posture is not even ready. Like, somebody could put dishes in the sink and you're just like, who put these dishes in the sink? Just always complaining over the little things. And I also saw a quote like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And it's like the little things that I used to complain about. When I tell you, I don't even get myself in that space anymore of complain, of lack. And I can't even be around people that complain. Like every 2 seconds, why did you do? It's like, okay, the dishes in the sink. You have to understand that people are not you. The way you would handle something, someone else wouldn't handle something. Maybe their shortcoming is cleaning up. Maybe instead of you complaining every 2 seconds about a dish being in the sink, you're coming up with a solution like, hey, maybe we need a cleaner. Because this is bothering me so much that it's getting me vexed and it's messing up my day. A dish in the sink. Be for real. Like, but these are the certain things that, the nuances that I used to be like, complaining about. Just little things. And it's like, what are you complaining about? Now I'm just like, is this worth messing up my day? And 9 times out of 10, it's not. So you really have to focus. Okay, so if I'm not strong at cleaning and I notice that my mood is not the best when I wake up in a dirty home, which I feel like nobody's mood is, I'm going to hire a cleaner every month so that all I have to do is 10-minute cleanups every day. And I don't have to do a deep clean on Sunday. You see? Like, you have to watch your posture. You have to understand that if you want to elevate to greater, you have to start taking care of what you have, and you have to really start acting like you're already there. And I talk about this every week. Start acting like you're already that person. And I doubt the person that you're becoming is complaining about little things. Just every 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I really have removed myself from people that complain. Because one thing I hate is just like, child, what is the solution here? Like, are we really complaining about this? You're bringing my day down. And you're not even complaining about me. You're complaining about something. It's okay, I gotta go. That's my new thing, y'all. I gotta go. Y'all have a good day. All right, bye. Because I live in abundance now, okay? I'm not easily vexed now. You're praying for a spouse and you got a patience of a 2-year-old. Like, hello? Or you're praying for a spouse, God, sends you someone, and he's like, ooh, let me test to see if they really, really ready. Sends you someone, and you get lost in that person. He's like, we spent all this time on self-care, on your posture getting ready, and you're forgetting all that, and you're getting engulfed in this person. You're lowering your standards and your requirements. Good thing I, sent someone to see if you really was ready. You're losing yourself. We talked about this the last time we got in a relationship. Why are you losing yourself again? Not me irritated. Not me irritated. Watch your mouth. Also, what are you eating? This week, y'all, what I've really been working on is, they say something, I don't want to say it has a chokehold. They said something better. If you can't manage it, or if you can't, I don't know. Basically, if you can't control it, then I wouldn't say it's a disease. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. If you can't control it, then it's an addiction. And that opened my eyes in regards to food. I'm like, I can't tell myself no. Like, if I want fries, I know I'm not supposed to be eating fries with cheese sauce, ketchup, salt and pepper, a little bit of hot sauce. I know I'm not supposed to be eating that. I know I'm not. But when I got a little taste of something, it's like, girl, let's go get it. Like, there's not a highway that can keep me from it. And God's like, oh, you addicted. You can't even go on a 5-hour fast. Not even a 2-hour fast, because you just, I gotta have something. But you say you want to live a long life, you want to be healthy, but you can't even control what you put in your mouth? No, I feel like God, not too much on me. Because let me tell you something, when I'm in the car, revelation after revelation, I'm like, not too much on this. Not too much. Now you talking to me. To the point now where it's like, I listen to music sometimes, but most of the time it's just like, God, what do you want to tell me today? What do I need to know? Because I'm so focused. And one thing that I'm working on now is really, 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 really getting laser focused. Laser focused. Like, I mean, there's not anything, I can't go out. I'm focusing on one goal for a month. Like, every day I'm eating, breathing that. Sleeping, eating, breathing. Sleeping, eating, breathing that. Like, nothing else. There's not a concert I'm going to. No, I can't go out. And I'm like, it's probably going to be September. It's probably going to be the month where I, like, shut off all outside sources. Because August, got a couple concerts. September is the only month that I can't think of where I have anything lined up. And then October is like, gotta see Usher. But other than that, it's like, September is like that month where I'm probably going to disconnect from the world. Of course, I want to do the podcast every week for sure. But everything else, I'm probably only going to be on social media when I'm posting about my business. But other than that, it's like, it's going to be disconnected. I'm going to be laser focused. I'm only going to be reading inspirational books, listening to inspirational podcasts that really get my head in the correct space. No TV, no social media, just focus. So if y'all want to do that with me, let me know. Because I feel like having a text group that's going to be focused the whole month is going to be better than you just like, I also want to eat clean that whole month. Alkaline diet. Like, but I know successful people that are like, really what I did was I got laser focused for 30 to 60 days. Like, I didn't think about anything else. I didn't do anything else. It's called delayed gratification. It's called you're zoning in now, because literally a month nonstop of focusing on your goal, like focusing on nothing else, can change your life. But people don't want to do it. It's like, you're like, darn, and going out. You have FOMO. You fear missing out. So yeah, I want to create, comment below if you want to do it. Hit my DMs if you want to do it. And I'll get like a group chat going. But yeah, it's probably going to be September, where it's just laser focused. We're only focusing on our goals, nothing else. No, I can't come outside. Nothing else. No, I don't know what's going on with the world. Nothing else. Okay? That's what we're going to do in September. But yeah, that basically was the pod. I really felt like I just needed to get that message out to you because, baby, you're saying you're doing the self-work, but are you really ready for the next level and to elevate? Start taking care of what you have now. And I'm like, this is going to only help me in the long run too. It's like, because every room, get the decorating done. So when I move to the next place, it doesn't matter if less than a year I want to paint the whole house back to the basics so I can rent it out. It's going to be the fact that I have every room done, and now going into the new house, I have a better, clear idea of how I want to move things over, what I want to take with me, what I don't want to take with me, And it will help me furnish the new house better and quicker. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know if y'all care about 1 week. I guess we can end with that. I went to the beach, self-care trip. I was supposed to go with my little cousin. I think I talked about this last week. It ended up not working out, which is fine. Because one thing about me, honey, I'm going to take a solo trip. I will be uno, solo, dolo by myself and have the best time in my life. And I did. I didn't realize, it felt like I was like, not out of the country, but I was like really like in Miami somewhere. Like, and I'm like, this is only an hour and 20 minutes away. And I didn't know I could get so much happiness so close. So I'm like, I'm going to have to go to the beach often. Like, it was really, really a nice retreat. The boardwalk, fun times. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to do this often. So I really had fun doing that. I went to hot yoga with my cousin Britt. She had invited me. She's such a gem. And I love giving people their flowers now. I told her, like, she's so outgoing. She knows how to get people together. And she's just like a light spirit. So hot yoga was great. I didn't understand how hot it was going to get. Y'all, it got over 100 degrees in there. I was sweating. But when I tell you, I felt it in my soul that I just, like, loved it and can't wait to go back. And at this big age, it's so crazy how your priorities change. Like, I had got, like, a cheap mat. It was, like, $10. And the instructor was like, no, you're going to need, like, you know, you're going to be slipping all over the place. So she gave me, like, her secondhand, like, mat that she uses sometimes, a personal mat. Baby, that mat was top tier. She was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm going to look it up. Who makes it? So I looked it up. It's like $150. And I'm like, I'm over here like, I'm going to be about to pay this for a mat. But it's so crazy how, like, your priority changes. But I went down a rabbit hole because I know I like to read reviews. And people just talking about how the mat, it definitely does matter. And I'm like, it does. Because I went to a few yoga classes before this. And I had, like, you know, the cheap mat. And I always couldn't get my balance. So I'm always slipping. I thought it was just me not being able to do the moves. Baby, the mat makes the difference. So I'm just like, invest in a better mat. I'm a yoga girly now. I got some cute, and it's like I'm getting cute workout clothes. I'm revamping my wardrobe. That's another thing. Like, I'm making sure that when I step out now, I'm trying to step away from, like, the leggings and the t-shirts. Like, just appreciating where I am now, flowing in the moment. Because I'm going to get better high quality pieces, staple pieces. I'm really working on that whole revamp now. Like, and I was going to end the pod with, it's time to elevate. Yeah. I feel like I need to make a shirt. It's time to elevate. Because, baby, that is the quote of all quotes this year. It's time to elevate. And you don't want to look a year from now like, oh, I remember I said I was going to do that and I didn't do it. Because that's ghetto. And one thing the memories on Facebook do remind you is where your headspace was the previous year or what you were trying to do. And if you ain't did it or do it, it's like, man, if I would have really got serious about that, I'd have been in such a better place today. Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, today has been nice. This is the Lex Hustle Podcast. My name is Lex Chappelle, and I'm your host. And I want to thank you so much for listening. Make sure you send this podcast to some go-getters, someone out there hustling that wants to elevate. This is our season, and we're not ending the year without a bang. Okay? Wait, did I wink? Hold on. It was kind of cute. All right, y'all. Bye.